guys, before I start this video, I would like to address what is recently going on in my town of Los Angeles, California. We are currently dealing with fires in parts of Los Angeles, more from Palisades. We had fires in Topanga Canyon, from the Hollywood Hills. We had one point. We have been dealing with fires for past days now, week now. It's a little bit difficult to, I guess, address this and to talk about this, just because the fact that it's happening in real time and as well happening now in a city that I was born, raised in, still currently living in. I have addressed this as several times during my videos that I live in Los Angeles, California. Depending on the prices that I get from dolls, where do I shop at, etc. with that. And to currently go through what we are all going through here in LA is devastating. Thousands of people have lost their homes due to the fire. I am currently filming this Monday, January 13, and we are still dealing with fires. I would like to address that me and my partner and our cats are okay. One fire that was close to our home was the Hollywood Hills fire. Thankfully, that has been put out, and thankfully that was put out, but we are still dealing to this day with the Palisades fire, and there are still fires occurring today. Apologies for not, I guess, being clear from what I'm saying. I didn't make a script, or I didn't know exactly how to talk about this. I am one person that dealing with real issues, dealing with something that I'm going through, or that we're all going through, that I know people are going through. It is difficult just because it's literally happening in real time, and as well it's happening to a lot of people that I may have not known, but I have known the areas. I have known going there growing up, whether it's for work, whether it's for seeing the town itself, to enjoy, what they have, what they offer, and to see it all literally wipe away due to the fire. Literally nothing has been left. Thoughts and prayers for everyone that has lost a home, that has lost their home belongings, even loved ones that have been lost due to the fire. In the description of this video, I am going to leave organizations that if you like to help, you can go ahead and check them out in the description of the links. There's the American Red Cross, Westside Food Bank, Los Angeles Regional Food Bank, as well as California Wildlife Relief Fund, Los Angeles County Animal Care Foundation, and many more. But these are ones that I have found that you'll be able to check out, give what you can, any support, anything that you're able to do. One thing that I know that has helped me was having friends and family check in on me, and to see that I am okay, that me and my partner are okay, to see how our area is doing. Just a simple check-in would make someone's day, because I know for me, I've even had talks with past friends that I haven't spoken to in years, that I know live in different part of California, lives in a different state, no longer here, and that they know what's going on, and they just wanted to check in and see how we are doing. And honestly, even from that, it just means a lot. So if you know any loved ones, any friends, family that live here in LA, please check in on them. Please make sure they are safe and sound and they are okay. Thank you so much for listening to my message, and I hope you enjoyed the video for this movie time video of Monster High Great Scarrier Reef. Even though this movie is something, I hope you enjoy this review video. Thank you guys. Okay, sorry for my hair. It is a mess. I don't know what to do with it. Apologies. Hey guys, admin here with a movie time video for you. In today's video, we are going to be looking at, discussing, and as well unboxing a doll from Monster High Great Scarrier Reef. Now, obviously, this movie, addressing the elephant in the room, this movie, those are my cats. Um, to this movie is not really the top tier movie of Monster High, including, you know, Generation 1, Generation 2, I believe Generation 3 has had animated movies. I don't know if I should count the live action movies, but movies of Monster High, I guess, in general. For this movie, it's, you know, there's a lot of dislikes for this, for Monster High fans. And honestly, watching this, I can honestly agree. Yeah, I agree to it. One thing I will point out, I can't find like Monster High movies on like a streaming service like Peacock, Paramount Plus, even like YouTube or anything like that. So I was able to rent out a DVD from my local library. And watching the movie, you know, when you watch like a DVD movie, it would show you like trailers of upcoming movies of that time. The movie was released, I would say, yeah, 2015. I'm going based off the year the doll was out. And speaking of the doll, here is a look at Perry and Pearl Serpentine. Sorry. We'll be unboxing these two later. I was watching the trailers for the movie because I wanted to see what other movies were out at that time. And funny enough, when this movie was released for DVD and all, a trailer for Welcome to Monster High, I believe it's called, for Generation 2 was out and that on a DVD for the previews. I'm like, you're gonna promote the next generation of Monster High with this. Like, I don't know why I found that laughable. I found that also ridiculous because like I feel like I've said this before, that there was no need to reboot, to revamp, or whatever it was Generation 2 was for Monster High. There was no need for that. Generation 2 didn't last long. It is the least liked generation of Monster High. Obviously, there are some likes and dislikes within the dolls themselves, with the episodes, movies, whatever it is. But overall, it just wasn't the best generation for Monster High, let's be for real. And the fact that I was watching this movie that was from Generation 1, which is obviously the most liked, the most popular, and all, that they were promoting the next generation of Monster High too. And I was just flabbergasted. Like, I did not want to see that. But with that being said, to the actual movie itself, it is from the last movie of Generation 1, which one is sad to end on that note of that movie. I'm not sure if there ever were webisodes or episodes after this movie that was part of G1 that could serve as the last form of media for the generation. But for movies, this was the last one. And for this to be it, about Laguna, about this story that makes no sense, to me was just bonkers. Let me explain what I mean by actually reviewing and talking about the movie. I would make notes at times to talk about movies that I'm watching for movie time, for any like reviews or doll history. This movie, I literally just used one note, one paper, and like literally the first few lines of the second one. So there really wasn't much to discuss here. Yeah. So this should be short. Be yourself, be unique, be a monster. The school dance recital is happening before summer starts for Monster High. Frankie, Jackie, Laura, Claudine are in a show with Toralei. Laguna wants to dance, like she wants to participate, but she has stage fright. And to me, that's just like, what? For someone that is a swim star, that's very sporty, that's very friendly and all, that literally is friends with everyone at Monster High, why would she have stage fright? Like, I felt like that was the weirdest thing to give her. I would understand someone like who? Like who? I don't have her doll right now. It's somewhere in the covers. But like, well, let me see if I can pull her out. Give me 1 minute. Oh, I literally needed a second. Like Twyla, I would understand if she has stage fright. She's a little bit shy. That can also, you know, correlate to stage fright, to not wanting to be in front of a crowd. So I get Twyla. Wow, why did I say Toralei? Wow. Twyla. But why Laguna? Like, why would they give her that? I don't remember seeing any episodes or episodes of Monster High where Laguna even showed that. Like, what do you mean? During the recital, Toralei embarrassed Laguna by obviously opening the curtains and showing her dancing behind the scenes. And Laguna just had the biggest stage fright for some reason again. After that, Laguna uninvited Toralei to the last party of the school year, and for Toralei, she was just going around and she found like an Ever After High like evil queen mirror, which I thought was interesting because like I would have loved the connection to Ever After High to Monster High because hello, same brand, like similar stories. I would have loved to them to have met. Toralei ends up crashing the party, already getting in a fight with Laguna. She falls in the pool. The pool turns into a portal to, I guess, Laguna's world, to where Laguna is from. Gil, Frankie, Draculaura, Claudine, Laguna also falls into the pool with Toralei. Posey, the daughter of Poseidon, opened the portal for Laguna to fix her flaw. And she saw her stage fright and she was called, summoned, whatever, to help her with this issue. And I'm like, what? This is basically Laguna's hometown. This is the first we're hearing of them, which I get it. You would need your own movie, your own story to basically give your own background. This is it for Laguna. But again, I just don't understand this whole stage fright thing from Laguna. I just don't see that as a character for her. We find out that Laguna actually, growing up, she actually did like to perform and like to dance in front of a crowd. But there was an incident that occurred during her last performance that left her completely embarrassed, and she has never danced again in front of the town or in front of anyone. They visited the arena that Laguna would go and perform, and they meet up with Coral, who was an old friend of Laguna's. They also meet Pearl and Perry, who are as well the aquatic dancers. I guess is what the title would be, the dance, aquatic. We also meet Laguna's family, her father, her siblings, and I would think like at least siblings. I believe she has talked about it maybe once in an episode or something, that she has brothers and sisters. We meet her family, and more in specific, we do meet Kelpie, which is Laguna's little sister. Even with all this practicing going on, Laguna still has this stage fright. She has like this lifeline, like a sea lifeline, which is like a flower that Posey was talking about when they entered Laguna's world. That's how Posey knew that Laguna was having this flaw, that she had to help and like have Laguna resolve this. In order to get over her flaw, Laguna decided to go and face this Kraken, which is this like sea monster that's, I guess, he would terrorize like the town, or like he would cause mess, havoc. I don't know what, again, from this Kraken would do in general. They also go to like the bottom of the ocean or the bottom of the town to face some obstacle course for Laguna to go through, kind of like a challenge to, I guess, amp her up or give her empowerment. They find the Kraken while doing so, and they were chasing. I believe Laguna and friends were chasing the Kraken. The Kraken actually looks scared. The Kraken actually has feelings. It wasn't just like he just causes havoc or anything like that. He was just scared. Then we get the competition, Siren of the Sea, which is a mermaid party. I like how for this scene, we had a mermaid party by Barbie playing in the background. I don't know if it was like the lyrics that were playing, but I remember the tone of it. Because this movie I watched maybe back in November of 2024, to be honest, and just wrote this review, and I just thought now to make a video. And I remember this scene was happening and that song came on, and I was like, oh, Barbie, there's a connection there. Obviously nobody talked about the music, it was just playing in the background just to have music background. I just thought it was funny that they used a Barbie song for Monster High. I thought that was like cute. The competition happens, they were dancing to like a techno type of rave like music. Coral summons the Kraken and chases the girls through the arena. Posey teleports them to Monster High, but the Kraken also goes with them. Coral reveals to be the daughter of the Kraken and has shown that, you know, she has, growing up with Laguna, she has never able to show her family. They were never able to go and perform with them, or even like to show up to, you know, competitions, shows like that in an order of support. Obviously we have this message of like, no matter where you come from, you are always accepted. We always care for you. Obviously, with Monster High, you know, we all have different backgrounds. Just because you are the daughter of the Kraken does not make you this like stereotype of like, oh, we think of a Kraken as being mean and ferocious and things like that. Like, no, the Kraken actually has feelings and actually is scared. They end up having this party, and the end. That was a short version of the review. I kid you not, I literally read word for word pretty much of what I wrote down of the movie. I felt like this movie as well was the shortest out of all the Monster High movies, in my opinion. There really wasn't much to do. I mean, honestly, again, I just wasn't a fan of this movie because of this whole thing of Laguna's stage fright. Like, I just don't see her as that, in my opinion. And I would have liked to have seen her go on summer break, them starting summer break, and then her inviting the girls over for a weekend or a week at her hometown, see around the town, and, you know, go on with the story of like the competition, let's go back and dance and all that, instead of just her having this stage fright thing. Overall, for this movie, I am gonna give it a 2 out of 5 stars. I will give 2 stars because, one, we got mermaid dolls from them, more like action figures in my opinion. They still look cute. I also do like the second star would be we actually get a background story of Laguna. I just didn't like the full story of Laguna. The one thing, which is the stage fright thing, because again, she's sporty, she's fun, she's friendly with everyone in school. I don't get why she would be scared or nervous to like compete. And I get it that she had this happen to her when she was a kid, of having stage fright due to an accident that she had. And in terms of this accident, I didn't even write down what was that accident, so please comment below. Do you remember what that was? I guess maybe Coral or someone sabotaged her, I'm assuming, and thus her having this accident happen to her and her not wanting to dance again. And every time she would dance or anything, she would be triggered by that moment. But I would have thought like she would just brush it off and be like, oh, I had this happen to me, like I had an accident, I'm gonna continue on with the show and be my bad self and like, you know, still dance. But yet, no, I would have expected that from Laguna. But that's it for that review of the movie. 2 out of 5 stars. Do I recommend watching this? I mean, if you want to go on a binge watch of all Monster High movies, you have to watch this. One time is enough for me, and you know, if you want to see what I'm talking about, go ahead and watch it. But do I really recommend watching it for a good time and all? Honestly, no. Now to the doll. I purchased Harry and Pearl back in 2020. I was doll collecting during that year. I wanted to collect past classic Monster High dolls. I was kind of going for like collecting a doll per series, at least from like the movie series. I don't really like to collect all the dolls just because that's not their OG look. We're only gonna see them for this one movie and nothing more. So I'm like, okay, I don't want like a Frankie doll from this line. I don't want a Claudine doll, but I do want at least a new character from the line. And this two-headed, you know, serpent, I'm like, girl, the Histers, as is labeled here, I'm like, I had to get it. Like, literally, the doll stands on her tail. Her tail herself is a doll stand. Like, I had to get it. The Daughters of the Hydra. That's who their background. So I had to get this. They also have a styling head, I believe, that I'm like, girl, I need that styling head one day. I just think it's just unique, something original. Of course, I'm sure other brands have created a two-headed doll, but I mean, a Hydra work. Other dolls in the movie line are Claudine. There was Posse, Coral, as well as Frankie, Draculaura, Laguna, and Toralei. Now back to the doll of the packaging. Scarrier Reef as the title. We do have them in the middle. They also come with the diary. The DVD, it says here, Blu-ray, DVD, and digital HD 2016. The packaging, it says 2015, so I'm assuming this is when they made the doll, and the DVD and the dolls were released in 2016. The doll apparently glows in the dark, which I'm not gonna test because I don't use them as a night light, so sorry. On the back here, we do get a description. There are 16. Killer style. The bubbles is twice as nice. Freaky flaw. They butt heads. Favorite activity. Fanging out with each other. And as well as a description of the movie itself here, which I do like that they do. I don't know if every time they do a movie doll line, if not for several of them. I love how they give a description of the actual movie itself. Thus, if you buy the doll, you want to be intrigued with the movie itself. Here's a little bio. Watch it. For this movie, sure, watch it once, I would say, but it's not like a go-to movie. I'm never going to watch this movie again, to be honest. The price point I paid for was about, I want to say $30. It wasn't really that much. I would think it would go for more just because it's unique and it's two-headed. But I'm not going to complain. I purchased it from a reseller. I believe it was from Mercari. And, you know, I'm going to add it to my collection. So with that being said, let me go ahead and unbox Perry and Pearl for a closer look. Okay, so that took me literally like 5 minutes to unbox. I don't know if the packaging was, you know, vintage, and it was just easy to snap and unbox the doll. So they do come with a diary, Monster High, Perry and Pearl. I can't pronounce her last name. Serpentine. Apologies for the mispronunciation. On the bottom it says, "It's bad enough we read each other's private thoughts. Don't you try it. Don't you try it." But I will. I actually like to read these a little bit. I haven't read every single diary that I've collected from my Monster High collection, but I love to keep them, collect them, and to read, you know, when the time comes to read. They also have they share a diary. So we have Perry's entry, Pearl entry, the date that when, I guess, the events happened within the diary, Perry and Pearl here as well, Pearl, Perry, and yeah, it's very cute. I love these diaries. As well, an about me page at the very back of the diary. I love these. I love collecting these, and I wish they would have brought these back at least for G3. But no. Now we have the dolls themselves. Dolls, yes, because even though it's literally just one single doll, it is to, you know, people. So mermaids, sirens, hydras, whatever they are. So there's two characters here. It does say on the box their tail is a doll stand, which it actually is. Obviously you need to position the joints very well in order for it to stand properly. And it actually does, oh, they can actually, okay, I'm actually gonna put them in front. They stand as well. Here we have the joint here. I guess this will be count as a circulation. Here, one in the middle of the tail, here, two. Ooh, let me try not to break this. We have here on the waist, yes, on the waist, as well as the wrist, on the elbow, shoulder, and the heads, they can turn 360 around. You just have to deal with the hair. Careful not to be caught in the fins, but if you just put the hair up, you can actually turn the heads all around. So at least there's that. There's a lot of details with this doll in terms of the fins and the sea aspect, as well with the jewelry. The fins here, there's even jewelry hanging off her tail. I love that. They are basically twins, and I love how they look similar but yet so apart, including with the makeup, with their hair color. The same, I'm assuming the same mold of a face they have for each other, of the heads. In my opinion, yeah, I think it is the same. I thought, is she Perry? Oh my gosh. I'm assuming this is Perry and this is Pearl. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I feel like Perry's head, the blue hair, is a little bit bigger in the head, but I don't think so. No, I don't believe so. So, no. I don't really count these as dolls just because, what can you really do with them? They only have, the accessories of, the necklace, the belt, the earrings. They each have one earring. As well, I guess, with this jewelry piece here that you can remove, but obviously I'm not going to. Yeah, this piece here, no. I want to keep it there. I mean, it's mainly like an action figure. It's mainly like it reminds me of like a pop figure, like a Funko Pop figure, that you just leave it there in the box, if not just out of box, and just leave it on the shelf. Which is fine for me, because that's the purpose of why I bought them. And as well as how unique they look. And I'm like, of course I'm gonna buy it. But I don't really count these as dolls, because you can't really do much fashions with them. I can't put on like pants. How am I gonna put on pants? Pants, but they're not meant to be pants. That's why they're not like I don't remember them ever going to Monster High, as in like enrollment and all that for these characters. So we're not like meant to like see them again. So like, I'm like, well, you guys are a new character. I have to buy it. I want to buy it. So it's like cute, and I'm not disappointed with the doll. I do like them. I called them a doll, but I still don't see them or as like, I guess, a traditional doll. I see this is like an action figure to me, which is fine, but it's not as bad as the one doll that I bought. I think it's like it's the live action Ursula doll, the Melissa McCarthy doll. That one I bought. I didn't even post a review video or anything like that. I think I did on the Celebritants TikTok account. Check it out. But yeah, it's just like, no, at least it's not that bad. So it's cute. It's giving jewelry. It's giving two-headed. I love this doll. So in terms of like recommendations or anything like that, obviously you have to buy it through resellers. Depending on your price point, depending on the offers that you sent, do with that as you will. I actually do like this doll a lot, and I approve it, I guess. It's a little bit hard to like recommend dolls from the past that are like vintage, just because like you're not gonna be able to find this like your local retailer, like a Walmart or a Target. So do with that as you will. I actually do like this doll. I'm glad to add them to my collection, and yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know all your thoughts and opinions down below of the movie. Are you a fan of it? Do you dislike it? What are your thoughts and opinions? What are things you would change with the movie? What about the dolls, including with this movie? Let me know all of that in the comments. Check out all the other videos that I have on the Celebritants YouTube channel with other movie time videos, personally me videos, review it up videos, born and shop videos, etc. Check out Celebritants on all social media platforms with I don't know if TikTok will be fully away because I live here in California, Los Angeles, USA. So I don't know if it's gonna get banned, but I'm still there on Celebritants. Is still gonna be there with Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. I'm probably gonna have to move somewhere else. I don't know. I don't think X, but there's an account there. I'm gonna try looking for other social media. I don't know if I should try Lemonade. Let me know. And yeah, let me know in the comments what other social medias I should check out. And thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.